Hello, everyone. Welcome to the learning activity 14. This is going to be the follow along lab. And one of the first things that I want you to do as part of this lab is I want you to jump out to, we're going to go to Unreal. And let's go to Google. And what we're going to do is Unreal Engine. This is what you're going to search for. And you are going to, we're going to be using this, we're going to go to downloads. But we're going to be, so many games are, there's really two main, there's a lot more than that, but there's really two big modeling and simulation advanced modeling and simulation frameworks. And there are two rivals. There's Unity, and then there's Unreal. Unreal is owned by Epic Games. Unity is owned by Microsoft. Well, no, not no, that's not true. Not owned, but it's a publicly traded company. It's separate, but it's heavily influenced by Microsoft. They are both C-driven frameworks. Unreal uses C++. Unity uses C#, and but they're both very much at the top of their game. Both great at what it is they do, which is advanced simulations. So to get this follow along going, I want you to go hit download, and it's going to kick off, hopefully. Let's try that again. Let's see what we get here. Let's see. I think. Oh, okay. Let's do the download launcher. So hit that. There you go. So we're gonna download the Epic installer, and once that finishes, we'll go ahead and execute it. And we're almost there. We're at 104, 108. We're almost at 154 megs. Okay, so we are ready to go. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna find in your downloads. I'm just gonna open the installer up here, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna come in here and say install Epic Games Launcher 2, and then say install, and then you can kick it off, and then you let it go and do its thing. It's for me on a Windows machine, I'm gonna get this, and you just go ahead and click yes, and then click yes, and then you should be good to go. Okay. So once you've downloaded that and you've installed the launcher, what you will get is, and I went ahead and installed it earlier, so I didn't go through the process, the full process. You'll pull up because I already did it earlier, rather. So apologies. So I already went through the full process. So you'll install the Epic Games launcher, and it's okay. Wasn't sure if my recording screen was still intact. Okay. So what you'll do is you're gonna Epic Games Epic Games launcher. After it's installed, it's a pretty straightforward installation. You're gonna create an account, and that's a main thing you'll want to do is create an Unreal account, and then you'll have access to this Unreal Engine. So I'm going to launch Unreal, the engine, and then we'll you can actually launch it separately. If you, oops, I wonder if that's probably the easier way to do it. There you go. launch from here. And what's going to happen is the Unreal editor for the Unreal Engine is going to pop up. The splash screen is actually shown on a different screen here. So, but for you, you should see you should see a U. It should say Unreal Editor. It should be loading up here, and yeah, here we go. And then this is what you're gonna get. You're gonna get all these projects. You'll have a few projects right out of the bat. You have recent projects, games, film and media. You have virtual productions, architectures, design configurations, collab views, handheld for AR, automotive. You'll have product configurator. You'll have all kinds of stuff here. So you have simulation, handheld, virtual reality. So if you've got simulation like a blank slate, you can actually create just a blank canvas and with nothing in it. And you'll see project defaults, blueprints, and C++. And I don't have C++ installed on my machine. So if I switch to C++, it's going to give me this error. You may have, if you have C++ installed, you may not get this error. But you probably have to install Visual Studio 2019, which is a free download. You can just hit it right here. I'm going to use blueprints for our follow along. I'm going to stick to that. But let's head back up to games, and I'm going to do this first person right here. This is what I want to do. I'm going to do something very simple. I'm going to create first person, and I'm going to use blueprint, not C++. I'm going to make sure I'm selecting blueprint, and then I'm going to go ahead and create this content. So it's going to create the project, and it's going to actually build a simulation for me, a world simulation. And this is just a basic one, an off-the-shelf one. And then we're going to open it using what's called Blueprints, which is a WYSIWYG editor for Unreal. And I'm going to, if you have any familiarity with Blender, you're going to kind of feel the same, some similar familiarity. So yeah, so this has now, let's see. Yeah. Okay. And we can actually navigate around this. We have point and, we have an ability to move around. We can do things that, and then there we go. I have an ability to move this. I have an ability to zoom with my mouse like this. And then I can move myself like this around by right click. I hold the right click button to navigate. And then I can zoom through this whole thing. And I have some basic simple models. I can kind of just get on ground level, kind of height level. And this is simple, straightforward. This is just, there's not any textures or any texture maps or anything that are, it's real basic. Nothing too fancy. But we do have models. And this is the idea here, is that you've got now a more complicated, one of the most complicated things we've seen to date. And I've got a gun model. I have blocks. I have a world model here. It's very simple. And I've got this editor to help me develop it. I got a lot of different options here. I can come in and do. I can switch from if I have C++, I can actually bring that in and do development. And a lot of times that's preferred if you're trying to do something that's more that has more speed to it. But Blueprints is actually a good way to get started with a more advanced simulation. And this language, this class is something that pops up here. Um, and I'm not gonna go through all the different options here, but I'm gonna let you play around with it. This is all meant to this is more exploratory, just to know that this is out here and that for Unreal, we would use Blueprints as a good starting place to create a more advanced simulation. This is a great way to do it because this gives you actually gives you access to augmented reality apps, a way to publish to the HoloLens or publish to Oculus Quest. We actually have a product where we're using Unreal Blueprints to publish or to create a custom application. So we're actually using this tool in the classroom for our undergrads. So yeah, so this is Unreal Blueprints. This is pretty much this wraps up the follow along lab. And next up, we're going to go over to the UTry lab where I'll pull up some interesting, a little bit more information around how to use diagrams.net. All right, so thanks for sticking around for this, and I will see you in the next lab.